Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, you know who it is, talking about one of the most interesting musical stories to unfold over the past 30 days. Thinking it's wrapping up here, don't know if it's going to, develop too far beyond what we're seeing right here in this article next to my head. Shout out to the good people over at Digital Music News, that's where you can find this article down in the description box. Breaking, Kendall and Kylie Jenner to be sued for millions over vintage t-shirts. As you may or may not know, Kylie and Kendall Jenner came out with a series of T-shirts recently where they were just like plastering their faces over like some logos or artists from rock history, Pink Floyd, Ozzy. There was like a Metallica shirt as well. It's like pre-existing band T-shirts, and then just Kylie or Kendall Jenner's face plastered on top of it. Then I guess that snowballed into them doing that with some rap artists, Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. They've got numerous threats of lawsuit against them. Let's see, a Doors manager threatened to sue. I know Sharon Osbourne reacted to the whole thing. Arcade Fire, while they're not embroiled in this whole thing, they made their own responses to these shirts by taking like Kendall Jenner's face and plastering their logo over that, and they're selling those shirts on their tour that they're on right now, or I guess whatever recent live dates that they have played. And apparently, like, some of the money is going toward charity, which is actually a pretty smart and cool idea. And I guess Notorious B.I.G.'s mother threatened to sue as well, but none of those lawsuits are like filed or are going forward. Who is actually threatening to sue them, or not threatening, but who's actually planning on suing these two right now is the photographer who took the picture of Tupac that landed on the shirt that they plastered their faces over. So, and he's actually asking for well over $100,000 per infringement of copyright. So depending on how many shirts got sold, that could be tons and tons and tons of like oodles and oodles of cash. I don't know. Personally, I'm kind of hoping that it just goes through and it happens, because, I mean, what these two did here was painfully stupid, surprisingly stupid, like really unbelievably stupid. Both of you run multi-million-dollar social media empires, and you obviously have the structure and you have the staff and you have the ability to roll out these stupid shirts in a pretty timely fashion, but you don't pay anybody, or you don't have anyone around you who tells you, hey, if you do X, you could get sued, or if you do Y, you could get sued. Like, seriously, you're employing the wrong people if you don't have at least, you have all these idiots who can come through and design and create and roll out a dumbass shirt that will get you sued, but you don't have anyone on payroll who's like, hey, this is what you got to do to be safe. This is what you got to do to keep everything legal. This is what you got to do to keep from getting millions of dollars taken away from you in a lawsuit. You don't have anybody on staff who does that. And if you do, I mean, that person seriously needs to get let go. I really have no idea what to say past this point. Other than that, it's deserved. It's just deserved. I'm happy it's happening. Because what are they going to do with all that money? Honestly, what are they going to do with all that money? I mean, the photographer over here, or any of the rock artists that they were sort of throwing their faces on top of, I mean, they have tons of money too. But seriously, what are they going to do with the money? It's just hard to feel sorry for them at this point. It's just really hard to feel sorry for them, because honestly, it's so brazen and it's so ugly and it's so disrespectful what they did that, like, there had to be some repercussions for it. There had to be some repercussions for it. You don't just kind of throw that sort of karma out into the world and then get absolutely nothing back for it. Nothing. So yeah, kind of interested to see where this goes. In terms of, does the lawsuit go through? Does the photographer get the amount of money that he's asking for? And if so, does that create a domino effect where other people are like, okay, all right, I'm seeing a little blood in the water here. So now I'm going to jump in and throw in a lawsuit too, because obviously my copyright was infringed upon. And I'm going to see if I can get some cash as well. So, I guess everybody's going to potentially line up to the pinata here and see if some money falls out. And, yeah, I don't know. Let's just grab that popcorn, grab that tea, and just see where the chips fall. All right.